Hey everyone, Darren here from the Music Vault. First video of 2018, and I thought that I would do this vinyl tag that's going around. So this is my take on vinyl tag, vinyl tag 2018. Alright, and I'll post all the questions down below later when I upload this sucker. I'm on my phone, so that's how I do my videos. Okay, so first question is, first video you ever saw in the VC? Well, I watched them long before I started making videos. So, and I'm not sure exactly who, because it's been a long time. So, but I know some of the earlier ones that I used to watch that come to mind was a channel from Ed Vedder from the Netherlands, and his channel was the Infidel Amsterdam. He's got some great death metal, but he's a huge death metal fan, big time death metal guy. But he also does record reviews. He does contests for different record companies like Apostasy Records and a lot of these underground death metal or brutal death metal record labels. Does a lot of band reviews, shows the products, plays snippets of the band, so you can kind of get into whatever band appeals to you. And the other one was, I can't remember, I think the guy's name was Dwayne, and he had, his channel was Lazarus. I can't remember the full name, or if that was the full name, but he has since gone by the wayside. I haven't seen him in forever. Like, I don't think he even does videos anymore. And two other guys that I really am into are Mr. Hall of Fame and Scott Waters, No Life Till Metal. New guys that I'm getting into are Chris from Dude. Oh, laundry's done. Dude 1973. He's got a good channel. He plays a lot. He's got a lot of cool stuff that I'd like to get. And cool guy. And the other guy is the, oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to attempt it, because he's got a good channel too, but I can't remember. I can't remember. The channel name escapes me. It's sitting right there on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it. Anywho, yeah, so those guys, honorable mentions and that, but yeah, I would say between Lazarus or Infidel Amsterdam. Okay, favorite record that you discovered via a VC video? Well, that one, first one to come to mind was from Infidel Amsterdam, a band called Smothered. We're on Soul Seeker Records. Total Swedish death metal, and I'm pretty sure these guys are from Sweden. If you like that Swedish buzz tone guitar via Entombed, Dismembered, Grave, oh, the list goes on. These guys, Entrails, these guys are brutal death metal, awesome stuff. This is just on clear black. The cover is really cool. Look at that. If I can get the glare here, let me see if I can get the glare out. Yeah, there we go. I got these protective sleeves on my albums, so. What other hobbies are you into? I used to be avid in the gym, but I haven't been for a number of years. I collect Hot Wheels cars with my youngest daughter. She loves them, so we have a small collection that we do together. Hobbies. I'm just starting to, I haven't done a lot, but I'm just starting to. I want to get into woodworking. I got some projects that I want to do. A couple of CD racks, a cassette rack, and that. And once I get them done, I'm going to put them in, and then I'm going to do a room tour. Yeah, and then hanging out with my family, going out with my wife, shopping and doing stuff like that. I like doing stuff like that with the family. I don't spend a lot of time with my wife because of work schedules and that. And so when we do get to spend time, I'd like to go hang out and do whatever. Okay, why did you start collecting? Well, I think in all honesty, I just fell into it. I was given a record when I was a kid, and that's down the list, and I'll get into that. And I kind of just fell into it. I kind of just started buying. I got into music, so I just started buying this and buying that and buying this and buying that. And because I kept good care of the stuff, it just built up and built up. And then I switched over to CDs for a long time and didn't collect vinyl. I just collected CDs. And now for the past, 8 years, I've been back collecting vinyl again. And my collection's really exploded now in the last 8 years in terms of vinyl. It was small when I started, and then I got out of it. And I have some that have gone by the wayside. I don't know what happened to them. But, yeah, so, like I said, I kind of just fell into it, and I love doing it. And my best friend, Chris, he's now collecting vinyl again. And so we go out together, and that's kind of a way that me and him can hang out, because we don't get to spend a whole heck of a lot of time together. And, because he's got his life and I got mine. And yeah, so do you play an instrument or are you in a band? No. I have 2 guitars and a bass. The story was when I was a kid, I don't know how old I was, 15. I had a few friends that were in bands, and I always wanted to be in a band, but I took lessons on a bass, like I had the bass, I took lessons on it, but I just never kept it up. Like everything, I kind of kicked myself in the butt because I didn't keep it up. And who knows, right? Could have had a lot of fun just jamming out with some buddies and drinking beer and playing music. Who knows? But no, sadly, I don't play an instrument. And no, I've never been in a band. Have you ever worked in a record store? Again, no. But I had some friends of mine that used to own a record store, and I would go there all the time, order stuff, buy stuff. And it was a Tantrum Records, best record shop in St. Catharines at the time. Now I go to Niagara Records. A friend of mine, Chris, owns that, and I've gotten some gems out of that one, boy. Favorite album from the year you were born? Okay, well, I went on there and to find albums that were made or put out in 1970, because that's the year I was born. And there was a lot of stuff, Frank Zappa, and a lot of stuff that I didn't really care about. And then I spotted this one. This one came out June 1st, 1970. It was originally released in the UK in February 1970, February 13th, and it was recorded in 1969. But it came out the year of my birthday. So that is Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath, which, as we all know, to a lot of us metalheads, this is what got heavy metal rolling, was this particular album here. Show a guilty pleasure. Oh, I didn't grab it. Yeah, I didn't grab it. But I'll tell you what it is, and that would be a band from Canada here. And it had one member from the UK. He was born in Scotland, I think, or the UK. Anyways, and that's Platinum Blonde. For some reason, that was my first concert. I absolutely love that band. They're an 80s pop, punky, new wave-ish kind of band. Some people would say if they've heard it and they heard what I really listened to, they'd be like, what? That doesn't make any further, both ends of the spectrum. But yeah, just excellent. I just love Platinum Blonde, and I wish I would have grabbed the album to show you. I have everything they put out on vinyl. Yeah, and I love that band. Anyways, Strangest record, I don't have any. Sorry. If I had anything from Frank Zappa, because we all know that he was a little bit weird, it would be Frank Zappa stuff. But yeah, I have nothing, no Strange records or anything. Show a picture disc. Well, the one I was going to show, I can't find. So I'll go with that. Mama's Boys. One side is an interview with the band, and the other side is One Last Chance. And I got this when I got Passion and Power from Mama's Boys. This came with the record. It was like, and I think I paid $20 for the record, and this was a bonus feature with it. So I grabbed that, and that was pretty cool. I thought it was alright. Best Blind Buy. I'm going to say this one here in the background. I'd love to get this on vinyl. I know Scott just got it recently. That's Heathen's Rage. This is a great record. Excellent thrash, power metal, classic metal, everything. Sounds like, if you like Crimson Glory, boom. If you like Fate's Warning, if you like Queensryche, if you like just heavy metal in general, I highly recommend this. Although this album is now out of print. This is Anthology of Steel. No, Knights of Steel, the Anthology. This is a double CD. And yeah. So that would be my my best blind buy. A blind spot artist. Now I'm guessing what this is an artist that you got in quite later. They totally went off the radar. So for me, that would be a band called Drive. Now this album is friggin' awesome. And how I got this is I was walking through a bookstore, and there was a bunch of cassettes for 99 cents. And this cassette, which is probably up there somewhere, I grabbed for 99 cents. I couldn't believe it. And then I went online and I spotted the album at a really ridiculously cheap price, and I picked it up. I don't think I have it on CD. I don't think I have it on CD, because a lot of albums I have all three formats: CD, tape, and album. And I don't think I have this, so this is not one of it. But yeah, if you're into Queensryche, Crimson Glory style music, I highly recommend this. Drive. Fave album cover. I mean, there's so many. Like Iron Maiden's album covers are cool. There's some Kiss album covers that are really cool. Judas Priest. But I'm gonna go with this one. I think that cover's so cool. Motorhead, Iron Fist. This is a UK pressing. Bronze Records. I got this. Oh man, I think I got this when it first came out. It's in mint condition with a ...1987 Castle Communications. This is a UK pressing. Yep. Legacy Records. Yeah, this is, and this is... I love that cover. Devil's Grip, the Iron Fist. Favorite Motorhead song ever. Iron Fist. And this has got some great classics on it. Heart of Stone, I'm About to Go to Hell. Of course, Iron Fist, Speed Freak, I Don't Need a Religion, Bang You to Rights. Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. I gotta change out that cover. Musicians you've met. Well, I've met some. I met Scott Watts, bass player from Sacrifice. I met him at a bolt thrower show over in Buffalo, New York, when they were playing. It was Believer, Bolt Thrower, and Sacrifice. And the reason why I was going was because of Believer, mostly. Because I had never heard of Bolt Thrower, ever. And Sacrifice I knew from Reanimation. But I was going because of Believer. They were, their first album is utterly amazing. Extraction from Mortality. So I ended up talking to... He was just happened to be standing beside me. And he's just a little guy. Like, I'm a bigger guy. And I just kind of looked over and looked down. And there he is standing beside me. And I just started talking, hey, how are you? My name's Darren, and blah, blah, blah. And I started talking to him. Really cool guy. And he just, even after we finished talking, he stood there for a few more minutes and then walked away. It's not like I scared him off or anything. So that was really cool. Who else have I met? One really cool cat that I met was, I was at a Slayer show back in 2004, the Hershey Center in Mississauga, Ontario. And I was there with my best friend. And it was Slayer. I can't even remember who opened up for them. But yeah, I was standing outside having a cigarette, and Rob Reiner from Anvil just come booking by me, and I'm like, whoa! I go, dude, you're the drummer for Anvil. And I kid you not, he stopped, turned around, extended his hand, and he says, how you doing? What's your name? And I said, it's Darren. He goes, well, Darren, nice to meet you. I gotta go check out Slayer, and I'll talk to you later. In the door. Just the coolest cat. But Slayer had already started. I'm sure that if he would have stopped and talked for a couple minutes, if they hadn't been playing, but they were already on, and I had seen them already, so I needed to smoke, because I smoked at the time. So I met him. I met Steve Rowe from Mortification. I met Keith Bannister from Mortification, because he was a drummer at the time, and I was at Cornerstone that one year. Other guys I've kind of chatted with, Clank. Haven't chatted like enormously, but I chatted with him on Facebook. And one guy I've become quite good friends with, but I've never met, is actually Scott Waters from No Life to Metal, Ultimatum, No Life to Metal Records, everything. Super nice guy. I love talking to Scott. He's always turning me on to new music, stuff that... He's got a great channel, knowledgeable, just a well-rounded, nice guy. Just love talking to him. Just wish he didn't live so far away, because, I mean, the conversations that me and that dude can have, over a nice cold pint would be awesome. Yeah, who else have I met? Talked to Ron Reinhardt once or twice over the internet. He's from Dark Angel. He's a really cool guy. Just a couple other guys. Oh, yeah. That would be about it that I've met that I can remember. I'm sure there's guys that have been in bands that I've met over the years that I've seen and I've shook hands with that just can't remember. Show a record of sentimental value. That one's easy. My aunt bought me this one way back in the day. This is basically what got me started collecting. It's not this one. This one is an upgrade, and it's a Canadian pressing. For whatever reason, I've misplaced it and I just can't find it. It's in a record slot somewhere, but the original has my name on the corner here, and it's beat to crap. And I've had that probably since '74 when this came out. Well, no, that would make me 4. You know what? I can't even remember. I was maybe 11 when I got it, 12 maybe. So yeah, and that's actually what got me into collecting. Your fave CD no one else knows about? I might go with that one, Vials of Wrath. This is a friggin' awesome atmospheric black metal band that I think only has like 100 copies pressed. There's some on CD, but on vinyl, and it is the J card kind of deal. Came with a bunch of stickers and a poster and all sorts of stuff. I think the poster is this. I don't want to pull it all apart. It's oh well, maybe I can. No, I can. Nope, I was wrong. That's the impossibly hard logo to make out. But that's it. And it's on black vinyl. Nothing spectacular, but it's atmospheric doom or black metal, which I think it's really cool. And the last question, favorite album out of a genre that you don't know well? Well, I got one Al Di Meola record that I'm trying to get into instrumental jazz, because I saw the movie Whiplash and I thought that movie was friggin' awesome. So I'm trying to get into this instrumental jazz fusion. I don't want it singing. I don't like Nina Simone or any of that lounge kind of jazz. I want that funky jazz fusion, quick kind of stuff. That's kind of all over the place, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. So actually, Aaron, Metal Theologian, if you're watching this video, if you happen to see it, kind of comment down below or send me a message or something of some good stuff, because I know that Aaron, the Metal Theologian, I know he's a big jazz guy. So anyways, that's my video. Those are my questions. I'll post the questions down below. Comment, respond, good, bad, and different. If you haven't subbed, sub. If you don't want to, that's cool. Let me know what you thought of the video, and I'll see you guys next video. Later, guys. Bye.